Ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren Part Persona 4 Golden. Ich bin es euer MC Muffix. Beim letzten Mal haben wir uns bei all unseren Freunden verabschiedet. Doch es bleiben immer noch einige Mysterien offen. Wo haben wir unsere Kraft her, in die Welt des Fernsehens zu reisen? Wir haben nicht wie alle anderen hier die Ability, die Fähigkeit bekommen, nachdem wir hier unserem Schatten gegenüber gestanden sind. Wir hatten das von Anfang an. Und das gleiche gilt auch für Adachi und Namatame. Es gibt immer noch Fragen, die offen sind. Was ist uns besonders? Wieso haben wir diese Kraft? Und natürlich eine wichtige Frage. Wir haben in der Früh einen Brief bekommen. Wenn ihr euch noch erinnert, vor 3 Parts war das jetzt schon. Vom Nanako haben wir bekommen. Und von wem dieser Brief ist und was drin steht. Und ob das eben doch noch nicht die Sache komplett vorbei ist. Das erfahren wir nun. Denn nun geht es nochmal richtig los zum Abschluss hier vom Persona 4 Golden.
A letter? Hey, this better not be another warning. Huh? This is from jail? It's from Adachi.
I'm sure you're surprised to get this letter out of the blue. I'm writing this because there's something I need to tell you. Ever since I made it out alive, there are some things I understand now. It's true that my game's over. As you all insisted at the time, I'll abide by the rules of this world. But as long as I'm in stir here, I can't clean up after myself. So I hope this will give you something to think about regarding this case. There's still this feeling I can't shake. It's about how it all started, about that midnight channel. Now I remember, someone told me about it when I first came to town, before I heard the rumors at the station. And I was intrigued when I noticed that something similar was written on Namatame's reports as well. But I can't remember who it was that told me. Since Namatame and I both gained our power after coming to Inaba, I have a feeling that has something to do with it. I don't know if any of this will be useful or not, but I hope it can help somehow. When I'm here, I think of Dojima-san, Nanako-chan, and you. A lot. Though my time with you didn't seem like much fun before. It's strange. Despite it all, I'm grateful to you. Thank you. But let me just say this. You're a dumbass. You take the path you choose. And I'll think about what that means to me, too. I doubt I'll ever see you again. But stay healthy. Goodbye.
Und damit ist der letzte Essling zu Ende. Wir haben den Essling mit Adachi aus Maximum gebracht. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genial bond. This genial bond shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Magatsu Izanagi, the ultimate form of the hunger arcana. The Toro Adachi social link has reached its maximum level. You have mastered the Toro Adachi social link. Your power to create personas of the hunger arcana has reached its maximum. The Dragonil Maxi has forged a bond that cannot be broken. By mastering the hunger social link, you can now fuse Magatsu Izanagi, the void.
It's not very helpful to know that he can't remember who it was.
I'm not sure how to put it, but I kinda know the feeling. It's like... I don't know how to say this. Like something's connecting all these things. Something beyond what we can see. That world, the midnight channel, the ability to enter TVs. They all feel like separate things. You know what I mean? First the rumors, then the serial murder, followed by us deciding to investigate the case. If they all really were separate, they wouldn't fit together like this, right? There has to be some kind of conductor behind everything.
So you think the person Adachi mentioned, the one who told him about the Midnight Channel, is that conductor? Did I strike gold again? It's seriously just something that popped into my head!
Senpai, is there anything like that you can think of? We were involved in a murder case last year, which we succeeded in solving. But the monster we fought last said we did well in playing our parts. Perhaps this means Adachi and Namatame were players as well. Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme? And none of the people who were directly involved in the case ever suspected it.
Hey, this scheme. Could it be the whole thing about filling both worlds with the fog and turning mankind into shadows? So someone was behind the scenes watching us. The culprits. And maybe even that monster. And he manipulated Adachi and Namatame at the very beginning so everything would come together perfectly?
Let's go out into town. We might find something. Although, you may be the only one capable of noticing it. Please contact the rest of us should you come across anything.
We can't say our goodbyes tomorrow with this hanging over our heads. Let's go figure this out.
Who could have given you the initial spark of this power? The one you meet immediately after coming to town was my uncle Dojima? It was Nanako? No. In any case, you need to see them and confirm the truth. Es war nicht sofort die. Jetzt müssen wir auch stark überlegen. Es ist ja schon 60 Stunden her. Und für mich ist es nun knapp ein Jahr her, Leute. Im Mai 2015 angefangen, das aufzunehmen. Und bei mir ist jetzt der 30. April, also fast ein Jahr. Irgendjemand steckt noch dahinter. Übrigens, wenn ihr seht, das Wetter verändert sich. Irgendwie scheint hier so ein schlechtes Wetter zu kommen. Okay, wir müssen noch mal hier mit den beiden reden. Und ich hoffe, sie können uns sagen, was war denn da? Okay, die erste Person, die wir getroffen haben, nachdem wir rausgegangen, war Marie. Damals hatte sie so merkwürdige graue Haare, wenn ihr euch noch erinnert. Aber die hat uns nicht die Kraft gegeben. Da war noch etwas anderes. Wir haben dann Dojima und Nanako getroffen und was war dann? Dragonil.
You already meet all your friends? What's this all of a sudden? The day you first came to town? Let's see. We were the first ones to greet you, right? Did we stop somewhere on the way home? I'm pretty sure Nanako and I left home that afternoon, picked you up, and came straight back. Now that I think back to that night, I was called back to work as soon as we got home, so I couldn't talk much. And the very next day, those strange murders started. Sheesh. Lots happened since then. It's been one heck of a year, hasn't it?
Hey, big bro. On the first day, didn't we stop at that place? The gas station. I used the bathroom there. When I got back to the car, you were talking to the weird attendant. Yeah, when I first met you, I remember the gas attendant because he was weird.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I filled the tank before we went home, huh? Yeah, I do remember you talking to the attendant there. I didn't remember seeing him much before, so he stuck in my mind. But I don't know about calling him weird. It wasn't like he looked or acted funny. Yeah, come to think of it, I never saw that guy again.
It wasn't really that the attendant looked weird. But after you talked to him, you looked sick, big bro. Don't you remember? you on the way home. Are you carsick? You said you were okay, but... that attendant, he was just a little scary for some reason.
Well, I didn't know about that. But honestly, I'm surprised you're asking all these questions. I thought you came here just to reminisce. So, why are you looking for the person you met first? Is something going on with that attendant? Do you know him? I see. Well, just remember that you leave tomorrow. I don't know what you're up to, but you should come back home early. There are some dark clouds on the horizon. We might get some rain soon.
Okay.
The first place you stopped when you came to this town was the gas station. Maybe something there will jog your memory. Leute, erinnert ihr euch noch? Ganz am Anfang, nachdem wir aus dem Zug rausgekommen sind, sind wir mit Dojima und Nanako zur... Oh Leute, schaut euch an, ein stürmisches Wetter zieht auf. Wir sind auf der richtigen Fährte, Mann. Sind wir an der Gasstation vorbeigekommen, wo dann dieser merkwürdige Typ war. Wir haben ihm die Hand gegeben, er hat uns gesagt, hey. Und dann auf einmal hatten wir diese merkwürdigen Kopfschmerzen. Ich glaube, wir müssen erst zu Junes, oder? Möglich. Möglich? Ziemlich möglich, okay. Gehen wir erstmal zu Junes. Weil wir sind hier auf dem richtigen Pfad. Das ist genau die Gasstation. Und wenn wir uns überlegen, die Person, die da immer stand. You should have no reason to come here. Hä? Ich hab doch jetzt das Wichtige, Mann. Spiel, hör auf mich fertig zu machen, Mann. Hör auf mich fertig zu machen, Mann. So, ich muss hier hin. Ich weiß, dass ich hier hin muss. Langweil mich gar nicht. So. The guest in, I found this an older man and an older woman walking here. Nein, das stimmt nicht. Wir erinnern uns, Mann. Da stand doch immer so eine Person da. Das war doch genau der Typ, den wir immer gesehen haben, Mann. Und er stand immer da. An nebligen Tagen. Erinnert euch noch? Immer wenn es regnet oder wenn der Nebel da ist, stand hier diese Person, mit der wir immer kurz geredet haben. Der mit diesem merkwürdigen Hut. Und das ist doch wahrscheinlich auch die Person, die wir am Anfang getroffen haben. Huh? What's up? Eyeball is... No, Mann. Du steigst so unter allem! Cooler Move. Okay, komm. Weißt du was? Du steckst da, huh? When I first met her, I wasn't right here. Even before that, I don't know. Okay. Something wrong? I want all this! What? I really a scene for a movie? Did you give me some power? Nein, das stimmt. Ihr seid das alle nicht. Wir haben's fast, Mann. Wir sind so kurz davor, Mann. Komm schon. Das war dieser merkwürdige Typ. Genau. So. Geh mal nicht. Geh mal hier rein. Schauen wir mal hier rein.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. How may I help you? You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you. Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with? Intriguing. So, is there still something that leaves you unsatisfied? What may that be? Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing.
Wow, that's a lot.
This is a surprise. These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors. Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason. Then I shall play my part as well. That is a crystal of power which you have nurtured through your journey. An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Hey, I remembered something about myself. I was born a long, long time ago. I was the unconscious wish shared by people's minds to protect the world of man, walk the path of man, fulfill the wish of the world. That was my role. But people changed. People stopped wishing for truth in life. Or maybe they just stopped paying attention. Eventually, the me that wanted to protect humanity and the me that wanted to fulfill humanity's wish couldn't stay as one. The desires of man had no bounds, and one day, my other half became its own existence, much larger than myself. I was left behind, with no power or memories. I became a tiny fragment, incapable of even clearing the fog without giving my own life to do so. Kusumi no Okami. The rest, you already know. Without my powers, I became a tool, manipulated by the other me. You already know, huh? The cause of it all. The one who created the Midnight Channel and gave you the power to enter the TV. The real puppet master, who tried to fill both worlds with fog, using me and the Sagiri. If you don't defeat her, the world will never be truly clear of that fog. Go. Follow what you believe in. The truth is right in front of you.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice. At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in it, and continue without faltering.
How marvelous. It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end, one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
It began raining. Und die Straßen sind menschenleer. Igor hat uns hier einen Orb gegeben, der die Kraft hat, die Lügen und die Manipulationen zu durchschauen. Und mit der wir hier die Wahrheit erkennen können. Die Wahrheit, wer hinter all dem steckt. Die Wahrheit hinter dem, der hinter den Sagiris, Kusumi Okami, dem Midnight Channel, den Morden, all das, was in diesem anstrengenden Jahr geschehen steckt. Und diese Person steht direkt vor uns. Hi there, do you need anything? Isn't this where first? First? What are you talking about? Oh, this is about the part-time job. I'm sorry, we don't have an opening yet. Do you know Namatame? Oh, the serial murder suspect. A real tragedy, wasn't it? But the case was solved right, thank goodness. Something else I can help you with? Have you met those two? Well, that's a weird question to ask. I don't know if it was right here, but there might be, I might have met them before. I've been in this town for a long time, so yeah, there's a good chance. But it's not like I knew them personally. If you've got nothing else, you mind leaving me alone? Oh, you still need something? Hey, I asked you to leave me alone. Did you miss that? Did you do anything to them? Huh? To those two? That's right. I remember now. I think I met them when they first came to town. So I granted them saying, "Welcome to Inaba." But that's all. Just that. Huh? What about it? What did you do to me? What did I do to you? Don't you remember? I met you here when you first came to the town and did the same thing as what I did to those two. I greeted you, that's all, remember? We talked for a couple minutes. Hey, mind if I ask you something? Why all these questions? Is there something that's bothering you about the time when we first met? Yes, there is. Did you give me the power? Huh. Amazing! You've reached me at last. Let's drop this charade. To be quite honest, I was waiting for you to come. Adachi, Namatame, and you. It is I who awakened the power within you three, the ones who had potential, but having said that, I'm rather surprised.
You really are troublesome. Not only did you defeat the two Sagiri I snuck into Adachi and Namatame, but you even saved that stunted dwarf of a life. It's such a foolish thing. What good is saving her life? She is but rubbish, suitable only for getting rid of that pointless fog. Don't tell me she was still carrying that around. Oh, excuse me. I was talking about that bamboo comb you have on you. It seems you don't know who gave her that comb either. That comb is a symbol of the separation we went through. How foolish. That comb was a curse. And to think she treasured it all this time. She must have been desperate for something to cling to. There's a limit to how irresponsible you can get. And what are you going to do about it? The last battle wasn't enough for you. You certainly have the powers I was expecting. You must know by now. Isn't that why you came? Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something. What? You don't remember? When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push. Just like this. Are you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now. Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student. You're not the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you. A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this. But it seems the stimulus was stronger than I imagined, enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for? What will grasping the truth do for you? Why such greed? I guess it's the foolish nature of being mortal. I am Izanami. Amino Sagiri, ruler of the fog, is merely an aspect of myself that I birthed long ago. You awakened to a power I had not imagined. You defeated the two Sagiri and the one fragment born from me. And now here you stand, face to face with me. I can no longer ignore this situation as mere foolishness. This may be fate, as decreed by the world. Very well. This time I shall pit my full strength against you. But in return, you must come prepared to follow through in your futile resistance. I'll be waiting for you there.
Hey, are you alright? Who was that you were just talking to? Did she just disappear? Wait, don't tell me. So, it wasn't over after all.
You're saying this so-called Izanami is the conductor, and she's waiting for us in the other world? If we don't beat her, I'm sure it'll all happen again.
Oh, okay. The others aren't far off, so I'll call them up.
Yeah, will ya? Tell him this is really gonna close the case.
Right. We'll defeat her and put an end to this for sure this time. All right. Then once we're all ready, let's meet up at Junes.
Und damit nähern wir uns jetzt dem wahren Ende. Wie es Igo schon gesagt hat, die Augen nicht vor der Wahrheit verschließen. Ich muss immer wieder auf diese Worte, die er damals schon gesagt hat, ganz am Anfang hier verweisen. Und nun haben wir die ganze Wahrheit. Es steht nichts mehr. Alle Karten wurden aufgedeckt. Die 190-Stunden-Spielmarke wurde überschritten. Krass einfach. Und ja, 60 Stunden heißt es, haben wir Spielzeit. Und nun nähern wir uns dem endgültigen Finale von Persona 4 Golden. Erinnern wir uns an unseren Besuch in Port Island, an die Legende von Izanami und Izanagi. Izanami, die in die Unterwelt eingesperrt worden ist, ich weiß auch nicht mehr genau, wie es war. Schaut euch das nochmal an auf Port Island. Und damals uns die Legende erzählt worden ist. Deswegen habe ich auch gesagt, das ist ein sehr wichtiger Abschnitt gewesen. Aber man hat das gar nicht so mitbekommen, weil ich meine, man sitzt dann an der Schule und langweilt sich eigentlich nur. Und dann wird auf einmal eigentlich der Hauptbösewicht des Spieles wird dort einem aufgezeigt. Izanami, die ein nicht nur unglaublich mächtige Wesen, wie sie sonst immer haben, sondern eine Gottheit, die in die Unterwelt eingesperrt worden ist. Und dieses Kum eben ein Zeichen als Trennung ist, das haben wir im Laufe davon schon erfahren und sie im Endeffekt irgendwie da gestorben ist. Genau weiß ich es auch nochmal. Eins ist sicher, Izanami ist die Nebel kontrolliert, die für die Morde verantwortlich ist, die, wenn wir sie nicht aufhalten, die Welt vernichten wird. Das heißt, wir müssen nun Izanami ein für alle Mal aufhalten. This is finally it. So many things have happened up until now, but now we'll beat this Izanami and put an end to this, right? Yes, but since we were spread out all over town until the moment ago, let's go over what happened. This is the last measure that must be taken. We need to make sure that we end this properly. Confirm citation. What will you ask about? Izanami. We thought Amano Sagiri was behind everything, but it turned out there was something behind it too. And this something was a guy at this gas station. I can't believe she was disguised as a gas station attendant, smack in the middle of town. Does that mean she knew Dragonil and Dojima-san would stop by there on that day he came to Inaba? I guess it is the best place to greet people from the town, but... Then, did she come into contact with Adachi and Namatame also? At a different place and disguised as someone else? Who the hell is this Izanami? Izanami and Amano Sagiri. Those names would be familiar to students of ancient Japanese mythology. Huh? You're saying she's a god? Huh, like that's possible. That reminds me, remember the persona that Ajachi summoned? I didn't know how to put it, but... I thought it was kinda like the persona that Dragonil first called. Izanagi, was it? Izanagi is also the name of a god in the same legends. Since both of them awaken with the same push from the same individual, their power may have been similar. A persona is one's heart-given form. The image of gods and mythological beings are created by humans. So if the personas resemble them, there may be a connection there, since the enemy remaining over the world calls itself Izanami. Oh yeah, we thought that Izanagi and Izanami were names originated from the word Izano, meaning to invite. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this, but Namatame-san, Detective Maxi Dragonil, and even us, were we invented to play our parts in the case, as if there was some deeper meaning behind it all? Deeper meaning? I don't really get it. But if she's trying to mess everything up, I can't let that happen. We gotta defeat her. What's next? The push I got. By facing our own shadow on its side, we awakened to our persona abilities. However, that did not apply to Dragonil-senpai. Yeah, even before all this persona stuff, Dragonil could stick his hand into her TV. I guess that sorta hacks Izanami claim that she personally awakened the power. The same holds true for Namatame and Adachi. She selected 3 outsiders to bestow her power up and watched what would transpire from there. Well, now that we know all of, we just gotta beat the hell out of Izanami. Let's hurry and get this over with. Dragonil's going back home tomorrow. What did we ask about? The Midnight Channel. The rumors about the Midnight Channel. It may be this Izanami was the one who originally spread them. Neither Amano nor the Shadows have taken a single step outside the other world. Simply put, the only one who could have spread the rumors was someone who had come from there. The more it got passed around, the more extra junk got added to it, like one big game of telephone. That's where all the you have to watch it alone and the one who appears is your soulmate stuff came from. Since it took place on a TV, we never considered the possibility that the images broadcast to the Midnight Channel could vary from viewer to viewer. But whenever we talked about what we saw afterwards, there was never any inconsistency. What changed according to each person was most likely the image clarity. Yeah, I can think of few places there where that might have been. When Saki-senpai appeared, I was the first one who was positive it was her. For Yukiko, it was Chie. For Kanji, it was Yukiko. That said who the person on TV was. I thought because of each of us led a strong attachment to the victims, we linked the TV image to them in our head. I bet we actually saw the clear image on the TV than everyone else. The same could probably be said for Namatame. That's why he was always a step ahead of us. I thought it was because he knew the area well as a deliverman, but I was astounded at how fast he identified Nanako-chan. Since he was a savior, he must have seen Nanako-chan's image from the very beginning. Alright, but who cares about the details? Dragonil-senpai is leaving tomorrow, right? Should we really be wasting time like this? Yeah, he's right. Let's hurry and defeat this Izanami. Das ist eine gute Einstellung und das werden wir auch tun. Aber erst beim nächsten Mal. Denn nun beginnen wir mit dem Höhepunkt hier von Persona 4 Golden, dem finalen Ende. Unsere Truppe ist stark, der Fuchs ist natürlich auch dabei und beim nächsten Mal treten wir ein letztes Mal in die Welt der Fernsehen. Bis dahin, euer MC Mafix. Wir schauen noch übrigens nochmal das Wetter an. Der Weather Report. Ja, sonnig sieht es aus, aber wir wissen, wenn wir Izanami nicht aufhalten, wird der Fog zurückkehren. Und alles wird wieder so werden wie damals um Weihnachten rum und die Welt wird untergehen. Das werden wir verhindern und wir werden in die Welt reisen, wie es Kanji so schön gesagt hat, Izanami in den Arsch treten. So, aber dies werden wir erst beim nächsten Mal machen, denn nun machen wir einen kleinen Cut und beim nächsten Mal geht es dann weiter mit Persona 4 Golden. Bis dann, haut rein, ciao.